Welcome to Monday Morning Quarterback, a weekly feature of Cannon Church. I'm Tim Emmett, the senior pastor at Cannon, and on Monday mornings we connect the message from Sunday, the game of football, and the week ahead. It's one of the most memorable plays in college football history, so much so that it's known as the play. That's it, just the play. November 20th, 1982, the Stanford Cardinals and California Golden Bears faced each other for the 85th time. This rivalry goes back to 1892. It's one of the longest running rivalries in college football. In 1982, neither team was great, but they played a great game. It was super intense, hard fought. The lead changed hands several times. Then finally, Stanford seemed to put the game away when very late in the fourth quarter, they kicked a field goal, took the lead with only 4 seconds left to play. The players were excited. The fans celebrated. The band got ready to play. Even the Cal Berkeley announcer said, "It will take a miracle for the Bears to win now." Then this happened.
Harmon will probably try to squib it, and he does. Ball comes loose, and the Bears have to get out of bounds. Rodgers along the sideline, another one. They're still in deep trouble at midfield. They tried to do a couple of... The ball is still loose as they get it to Rodgers. They give it back now to the 30. They're down to the 20. Oh, the band is out on the field. He's going to go into the end zone. He's going into the end of the Bears. The Bears have won. The Bears have won. Oh my God! The most amazing, sensational, dramatic, heart-rending, exciting, thrilling finish in the history of college football.
The most amazing, sensational, dramatic, heart-wrenching, exciting, and thrilling finish in college football history was a eucatastrophe. That's a word I shared on Sunday morning. It's a word invented by J.R.R. Tolkien, author of The Lord of the Rings. Tolkien said that a eucatastrophe is the sudden, unexpected happy ending that pierces us with joy. The destruction of the ring at the end of The Lord of the Rings was a eucatastrophe. Cal Berkeley's improbable, unbelievable, miraculous win over Stanford with 4 seconds left on the clock, that was a eucatastrophe. The resurrection of Jesus was the eucatastrophe of all eucatastrophes. Yesterday morning we started a new sermon series called Let There Be Joy. The resurrection of Jesus is a eucatastrophe, the sudden, unexpected, absolutely miraculous, happy ending that is also a new beginning. I preached on Luke chapter 24, verses 13 through 35, which tells the story of 2 of Jesus' disciples, one of them named Cleopas, who are walking away from Jerusalem on Easter Sunday afternoon. They're dejected and confused. They know the tomb is empty, but they don't know what has happened. They've heard stories that angels have appeared and have said Jesus has been raised, but they don't believe it. They just know that they're still feeling sad and they're still kind of confused. They're not sure what to think. Then a stranger comes and begins walking with them. It's Jesus, we are told, but they don't recognize him. The Bible says they're actually kept from recognizing him. They start telling the stranger all about Jesus, how he's a prophet, mighty in word and deed, but then betrayed by the leaders of their own people. He's crucified, died, buried, dead. Then Cleopas says to this stranger, "We had hoped that he was the one to redeem Israel." Well, Jesus begins opening their minds and their hearts to the Scriptures, begins proclaiming the gospel, the good news that the Messiah had to suffer, die, and then be raised. Their hearts are strangely warmed as they listen to him talk and open the Scriptures to them. They invite him to come and stay with them, break bread with them, and when he does, suddenly their eyes are open and they see that it's Jesus. Cleopas and his companion discovered that day, and we discover along with them that the resurrection of Jesus is a eucatastrophe, the sudden, unexpected, happy ending that is also a new beginning that pierces us with joy. Jesus really is the Redeemer, the one who's come to redeem Israel and all of us from sin, evil, and death. So what's the game plan for this week? Take a walk to Emmaus. Read and preach through Luke chapter 24, verses 13 through 35. You can do that every day this week or just once this week. But walk with Cleopas and his companion and Jesus through that passage. Let the words of Cleopas become your prayer. We had hoped. All of us know what it's like to walk in confusion, dejection, perhaps even despair. We know what it's like to have our dreams die, to live with disappointments. Take all of that to Jesus. We had hope. Let the words of Cleopas become your prayer. And then through that passage. Let Jesus preach the gospel to you. Discover once again that he really is the one to redeem Israel and all of us from sin, evil, and death. He is the one to fulfill God's purposes for us and in us. And so take a walk with Cleopas, his companion, and Jesus. Take a walk to Emmaus through that passage this week and discover for yourself, as I said on Sunday, that hope was raised when Christ rose. Hope was raised when Christ rose. Because we walk with the risen Christ, we walk in hope always, every day. That's the game plan for this week. Take a walk to Emmaus. I hope you have a great week.